PDP governors over Edo poll manipulation claim. Oyedepo's jet can't leave private airstrip without clearance, says Kayamo. Customers deposit in failed Heritage Bank safe, says NDIC. Majority of 4 million Taraba people living in extreme poverty, says Commissioner. Right to the news in details. A showdown looms in the House of Representatives this week between lawmakers elected on the platform of the ruling party and the opposition counterparts over the $2.2 million, 1.77 trillion naira loan requested by President Bola Tinubu. This is as the deputy spokesperson for the House, Mr. Philip Agbese, has declared that the Green Chamber will have no trouble approving external borrowing requests from President Bola Tinubu. Deputy Speaker, spokesperson of the Green Chamber, Congressman Philip Agbese. President Tinubu's loan request was contained in a letter transmitted to the Parliament and read by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, during Tuesday plenary. If approved, the President said the loan would fund the 9.7 trillion naira deficit in the 2024 budget. The State and the Senate has already approved the loan request, with the House expected to debate same ahead of its approval later in the week. Speaking exclusively with the newsmen on Sunday, the Benue lawmaker, who doubles as the deputy chairman of the Committee on Media and Publicity, advanced reasons the House will not hesitate to follow the footsteps of the Senate in granting the request of the President to borrow externally to fund the budget deficit. According to him, the House will approve the loan request as long as it is meant for the execution of capital projects across the country, as stipulated in the letter transmitted to the National Assembly by the President. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Reps may clash over Tinubu's $2.2 billion fresh loan Tuesday. Meanwhile, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, on Sunday said there was no way the private plane of privileged Nigerians, including the founder and presiding bishop of Living Faith Bible Church Worldwide, Bishop David Oyedepo, can leave the country directly from their airstrips without first securing clearance from relevant authorities. Keyamo made the clarification when it was featured as a guest on a television program yesterday. A statement comes barely 2 months after members of the House of Representatives called for a revocation of airstrip licenses issued to certain individuals and private organizations, citing security reasons. The House also called for an immediate halt to new airstrip licenses for individuals and organizations. But Keyamo insisted that there was no way a plane or drone, even if it belongs to the military, can leave or come into the country without first getting a note from the agency. When asked if the airstrip of Oyedepo also passed through the same due process, Keyamo nodded. When quizzed on how many airstrips the country is operating at the moment, Keyamo said they are in the range of 40. This news was sourced from the Vanguard newspaper. Oyedepo's jet can't leave private airstrip without clearance, says Keyamo. In the meantime, the Independent National Electoral Commission on Sunday lambasted the People's Democratic Party governors over allegations that it manipulated the Oyo State governorship election held September 21, 2024. INEC had declared Monday Opebulu of the All Progressives Congress as the winner with 291,667 votes, while the PDP candidate Dr. Asui Igudalu secured 247,274 votes. Labour Party's Olumide Apata came third with 22,761 votes, rising from its two-day meeting in Jos, Plateau State on Saturday. The PDP Governors Forum maintained its stance, insisting that electoral irregularities denied its candidate victory in Edo and alleging vote buying in Ondo. The PDP governors alleged that INEC tampered with the result to favor the APC during the Edo governorship election. The party called on the judiciary and lawmakers to strengthen electoral laws to prevent what it termed institutional sabotage over the will of the people. But reacting to the accusation, the chief press secretary to the INEC chairman Rotimi Oyekami described the claims as unfortunate and inappropriate. He criticized the PDP governors for pursuing what he called a media trial, urging the party to present its evidence in court rather than raising unsubstantiated claims in public. Addressing claims regarding the Ondo State election, Oyekami defended INEC's performance, describing it as one of the best elections conducted by the Commission. He urged political parties to embrace the spirit of sportsmanship, saying it is not healthy to accept the outcome of an election only when you win. Also reacting, the APC knocked the PDP governors, asking them to concentrate on their court case rather than whipping up public sentiment. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. INEC blasts PDP governors over a poll manipulation claim. In another development, the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, Bello Azan, has reassured customers of the failed Heritage Bank that their funds in the bank are safe. Azan gave this reassurance at the 2024 NDIC Editors Forum held in Lagos on Saturday. The NDIC boss, who was represented by the Executive Director of Operations, Mustafa Ibrahim, said the recent closure of Heritage Bank, following the revocation of its license by the CBN on June 3, 2024, brings to the fore NDIC's critical role in safeguarding depositors. He said this approach has enabled the payment of most depositors with BVN-linked accounts to date. Also, in June, the NDIC boss also reassured the creditors of the default bank, who has said we received payment after all depositors have been fully reimbursed. In June, the CBN revoked the license of Heritage Bank and appointed NDIC as its liquidator. Also speaking of the workshop, the Director of Communication and Public Affairs at the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, Bashir Nuhu, said the forum teamed strengthening Nigerians' financial safety net. The role of deposit insurance provided a platform for the participants to learn about the corporation. the last news on newspaper review this morning. The Taraba State Commissioner for Cooperative and Poverty Alleviation, Habu James Philip, shares light on the transformative initiatives of Governor Habu Kevas, which he says are aimed at removing Tarabas of the poverty index map by 2027. As the Commissioner for the Ministry of Cooperative and Poverty Alleviation in Taraba State, my mandate is to identify vulnerable groups, the less privileged and poor, and work towards alleviating and eradicating their hardship. We aim to improve their livelihood through collaborations with stakeholders. When started, it was a challenging mandate, considering that Taraba has a population of about 4 billion, with the majority facing extreme poverty. Statistics show that around 80% of the population live in poverty. Poverty affects various areas such as education, infrastructure, healthcare, and access to electricity. Upon assuming office, Governor Habu Kevas took immediate action by declaring free education and reducing higher education fees by half, which greatly helped reduce financial burdens. This news was sourced from the Post newspaper. Majority of 4 million Taraba people living in extreme poverty, says Commissioner. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is the recap of headlines. Reps may clash over Tinubu's $2.2 billion fresh loan. INEC blasts PDP governors over Edo poll manipulation claim. Oyedepo jet can't leave private airstrip without clearance, says Kiyamo. Customers deposit in failed Heritage Bank safe, says NDIC. Majority of 4 million Taraba people living in extreme poverty, says Commissioner. And with that, we've come to the end of the newspaper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media app from Play Store and app iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains Joseph Oyokola. Good morning once again, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.